I don't have to tell you that Unity is amazing. You already know that. But one of the ways that it's amazing that you might not know is how you can animate code. So right here I have a simple rotating script that I animated to an audio file of my voice, and I'm going to go ahead and show you it. Excuse the audio quality.
Welcome to my amazing game. I have a cube here, and it's going to start spinning, stop spinning, start, stop, spin, and stop. Thank you for playing this game today.
Okay, so you get the idea. Let me show you how I did this. First thing I'm going to do is load up a new scene, and let's go ahead and find the camera. I'm going to use F to zoom into it, and let's add in a beautiful cube right here. And I'm going to put it in front of the camera so we can see it. And let me add the rotate script that I have. I'll include this in the description, so feel free to use it. But I'm going to go ahead and drag it and drop it on the cube. And that's all fine and dandy. If I hit play, it should start spinning. Okay, wonderful. So to set this up and have a sort of playhead that I can animate to, I'm going to use the timeline feature. By the way, if you don't have this tab, which you probably won't because it's not there by default, you have to go to sequencing in the window menu and select timeline, and then you'll have it. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and create a timeline asset. I'll just call it my cool tutorial. All right, and this is my timeline asset, and it's right here. What I'm going to do is add this onto an empty game object. So I'll just call it cool timeline object, and I'm going to drag the timeline asset onto the game object itself. And there we go. Now in the timeline panel here, I have a little timeline. So what I want to do is drag the cube over to it so I can animate it. So I'll add an animation track, and I have an audio file here, and this is something that is really important. You just drag the audio file that you have, drag it and drop it right onto the timeline itself. And then when you hit play,
Welcome
obviously
to my
you can hear the audio and you can animate to it. So let me trim the beginning here. I'll have it start right where the audio starts. And what you have to do to set the cube up to animate it, rather animate the script on the cube itself, is you hit the recording button, then you go to the cube, and once you're on the cube, you basically make a change relating to the thing you want to animate. Okay, so in this case, I want to activate and deactivate the rotate script. So I'm going to deactivate it, and then I can move forward in the timeline and activate it if I want. But either way, I started creating those keyframes. You can see them show up. And once you do that, then you can click on the three dots here and go edit an animation window. And then you can play around with your animation. So what I'm going to do is play around with my animation. So I'll hit play, and I'm going to animate this thing just like you saw before, based on what I'm saying. So I'll hit play.
Welcome to my amazing game. I have
And I'm
a
going to
cube
zoom
here,
out.
and it's going to start spinning.
Okay, right here I said it's going to start spinning. So I know this keyframe is when I ticked the rotate script on. So I'll have start spinning, and then just keep going. So I'll hit play.
Spinning, stop.
All right, and it says stop spinning, so I'm going to copy and paste the stop spinning. This is basically script off and script on. And again, it's this script right here attached to the cube. So let's just continue.
Spinning, start.
All right, it's going to start. Oh, start spinning.
stop,
Oh, and it stopped right after that. By the way, all I'm doing is just doing a Control-C and then a Control-V to copy and paste the keyframe that I'm on. So let's continue from here.
spin,
All right, that's a start spinning. This is spin on, or script on rather. And keep going.
and stop.
Okay, and then he says and stop, and I know this one's stop. And I'll drag this back a little bit and hit play.
Thank you for playing this game today.
Okay, so that's the whole thing. And let's go ahead and stop this recording button here and test it out.
Welcome to my amazing game. I have a cube here, and it's going to start spinning, stop spinning, start,
Okay, it looks
stop,
like it's a little out of sync.
spin, and stop.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is just, and this is a good point right here where you see I lost the timeline. I don't see anything. I have to click the timeline tab here, but also when you're animating on the timeline, a lot of times you have to click on the game object that has the timeline on it, specifically the playable director they call. So with that said, let's fix this animation. So now that I have some keyframes, all I have to do is I just click right here and click edit in animation window. And what I'm going to do is bring everything back a little bit because it was a little out of sync. It was a little bit too late. So I'll make it a little bit earlier. So let's see how this goes.
Welcome to my amazing
And
game.
again, sorry for the
I
audio
have
quality.
a cube here, and it's going to start spinning, stop spinning, start, stop.
And now it's too early. All right, I was a little bit too ambitious here. So let me go ahead and bring it back a little bit. So I'll select, do a Control A and bring these back. But I don't want the first. I want to make sure that you start off. The script starts off. So I'm going to zoom out, bring these back just a tad, and hopefully this fixes it.
Welcome to my amazing game. I have a cube here, and it's going to start spinning, stop spinning, start, stop, spin, and stop. Thank you for playing this game today.
Okay, so you get the idea. That's how you animate your code using this timeline system. Thanks for watching this video today. If you want to learn more about topics like these, feel free to subscribe, and I will see you next time.